How to play Patchwork. Before the game, the time track is laid out on the table. Both players place their time stone at the beginning of the track. The puzzle cards get laid out in a circle around the time track. The neutral pawn is placed next to the smallest piece on the track. Each player gets their own puzzle board and 5 buttons to start the game. A random player is chosen to start the game. After that, it's always the players whose time stone is last on the time track that gets the turn. During his turn, a player has 2 options. The first option is one to get extra buttons. The player moves his stone exactly 1 space further than the other player's stone. He gets buttons for each field he moved. The second option is that the player buys a piece to put on his player board. A player gets to choose one of the 3 pieces that are in front of the neutral pawn. He then puts the neutral pawn in the empty spot. The player pays the number of buttons that is shown on the piece. He places the piece on his personal player board. Then he moves his time stone forward on the time track. The number of spaces are shown on the piece he bought. On the time track, there are 2 special fields. The first is one with a singular piece. The first player to reach this can take the piece and put it on his board. Another special field is one with a button. If you pass this one, you count the number of buttons on your player board and get that amount of buttons from the bank. The game ends when both time stones are on the last field of the time track. Then the points get counted. Each button a player has is worth 1 point. The player that was first to complete a field of 7 by 7 gets the bonus style. It is worth 7 points. 2 points are deducted for each empty field left on their player board. The player with the most points wins the game. And that is how you play Patchwork.